jalapeno poppers. We're preparing some jalapenos to bake some jalapeno poppers. We split them in half. Then we'll take the insides out. I'll just continue with these, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay. It's good to wear some gloves if you're doing this. You just have to be extra careful not to touch your face. Or you take a spoon, and you can get this out. The seeds and the core. And then you can always give them a rinse. So you just go in here into the top. And get the core out. So you're left with a lovely cavity so that you can stuff. I'll finish this and then I'll be back. Now that I've had all my jalapenos are all cleaned, I removed the membrane and the seeds, and this is what we left with, a nice cavity to be filled with the filling. For my filling, I would use some Parmesan cheese, some cheddar cheese. I have in here some all-purpose seasoning, complete seasoning, and some bullion powder, cream cheese, and black pepper, two figs of garlic here that I'm going to grate, and green onions. We'll mix this all up and we'll cover in prosciutto. We'll use some prosciutto to cover our jalapenos. Some of them I'll use prosciutto, and some of them I'll just do plain with the breadcrumbs. So I'll be back. Just grate my garlic directly into the cream cheese here. Garlic into the cream cheese, complete seasoning, and the bullion powder. Tablespoon of green onion, and the cheeses, Parmesan and cheddar. Mix this well. And then we'll proceed to our filling, our jalapenos. Once this is all mixed in here, so I'll get this all mixed in and I'll be back. So now we're about to do our filling. Let's get some light. I also added some black pepper, freshly ground black pepper to this. And we have our pan right here, our prosciutto here. So we just take some and just take some of the filling, scoop it on, depending on how much you want. And you don't want to do too much because you don't want to run them over the sides and all that. So just make sure it's all good in there. And separate your prosciutto because they're very thin, so try to separate them before. We don't need much. You just need to wrap it just a little, just to wrap it for some decadence. Wrap it in some prosciutto, and this is what we have. And we're going to continue and do the rest of them. Put them, place them in our pan, and I'll be back. Preheat your oven to 400. Preheat the oven to 400 so that once you're done here, you just pop them right in the oven. So here we are. This is what we are putting in the oven. Jalapeno poppers wrapped in prosciutto and some with the breadcrumbs. Sprinkle the breadcrumbs. Just sprinkle the breadcrumbs over it and put it in the oven. It's going to be 400 for about 20 minutes. And here we have it, guys. Jalapeno poppers. Some jalapeno poppers. Some are covered with prosciutto and some are covered with breadcrumbs. So this is a very simple recipe. I have all the measurements in the description box below, and I hope you try it. It's delicious. It's a very good appetizer, and it's good for when you're drinking and having a beer or celebrating Father's Day, so to speak. So thank you for watching, guys, and like, share, and subscribe, and we'll continue into the future.